Okay, snap. It's now May, and I started my April video, and it's May, and I don't know what happened. Seriously, I don't know how this happens. When I started this video, we had like a crazy massive snowstorm, and now it's sunny outside, and the birds are chirping and Twitter-pated and everything. It's great. But it is May, and our April challenge is still not done. So I don't know about you guys, but I still plan on finishing my own challenge because I'm not a quitter, and I'm gonna make this happen. And I'm still gonna go through and do my packing party, pack away a bunch of stuff that I don't think I want, but I can't get rid of, and I'm having trouble with. You get the idea, and we will go from there. I think I'm actually just nervous because it's been taking me so long to get back on the camera. Because again, you guys need to see, like, this is what we're working with. It's bad. I'm slow. And that's all I got to say. Hi, I'm Rachel, the Messy Minimalist. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do our April monthly decluttering challenge. For our April challenge, I had planned on having us be outside, either in the gardens, working on the garden beds, or in the garden shed, or something outside. Unfortunately, we are not doing our challenge outside as I had hoped that we would do for April because we had some crazy weather come here in Michigan and we got over a foot of snow. We are now melting, but still inside because it's basically still winter out there. So instead of doing a spring related challenge, we are gonna stick inside and do something else that has been on my mind for a long time, and I can't wait to do it with you. It is a packing party, a real packing party. A couple of you guys actually called me out on this last year, and completely legitimate reasons to do so, because I had said, we're doing a packing party. And then I basically just packed my stuff up and took it straight to Goodwill. I did that because I was still very much just in the mode of like, I know I don't need this stuff, I just want to get rid of it. Now I'm at the point in my minimalism journey where it's a lot harder for me to just keep getting rid of stuff. There was a time last year where I could just purge items like easily. Any day of the week, I could just look in a room and be like, don't need that, don't need that, don't want that. But now I'm at the point where it's like, this thing doesn't bring me joy, but I do like it. I'm having some weird attachments to certain items that I see every single day. I have them out on display in my house because I thought that I really liked them. You know, I thought that I needed them in my life. The thing is I keep looking at these things and I realize I don't actually want to be looking at them. I don't actually want them in my life, but I can't get rid of them. That's when a packing party really comes into play. So let me just explain what a packing party is for any of you guys who don't already know. And again, you can forget what I did in my last video several months ago because we're actually gonna do it the real way this time. A packing party is where you go through your space, pack up your stuff, and you put it away. And then as you find that you need things, you unpack them. So that way you're basically only unpacking what you actually need. And then at the end of a certain amount of time, you can pretty much go to that box of stuff and be like, hey, I didn't need this stuff in X amount of weeks, months, whatever your time period is. With a more clear conscience, you can get rid of them. That's kind of the gist of a packing party is, again, you just pack up your stuff, you put it away, and then only as you need it, you unpack it. It's very much like what a lot of people do when they actually are moving from house to house. So if you are moving, then whoa, this is an awesome opportunity for you. Don't unpack everything right away, just unpack what you need. But if you're like me and you're not moving, but you're feeling frustrated because you still have a lot of stuff and you know that you don't really need it or necessarily want it, but you can't get rid of it, a packing party might be for you. Like I usually do, I'm gonna deviate here just a little bit. I'm not going to actually pack up everything in my house because I just don't have time for that. And the whole point of our monthly challenge is that this should be able to take you an afternoon or a weekend to do. But what I am going to do is grab a couple of boxes, go around my house, and basically start grabbing those items that I am struggling with. I'm gonna grab the things that are things that I can't get rid of, but I like, but I don't love. There's this weird thing where I'm just like, get out of my life, but no, don't go. Those are gonna go in the boxes. And then we are going to label everything in those boxes exactly. Like there should be no confusion as to what's in those boxes. I feel so strongly about not looking in your boxes after our set period of time has expired. So if you guys are gonna do 4 months like I am, then after 4 months, anything that you haven't taken out of that box that's still packed tightly in there, that's still written on the side of the box, don't open it, look at it, touch it. Don't do any of that stuff. Read it, decide if you want it and if you think that you need it. And if you don't, we're gonna donate it, toss it, whatever you need to do to get it out of your life and be done with that stuff. Let's go see what we can find. So yes, I'm in my garage. I started kind of filling up another box here and yeah. I'm just gonna show you a few of the things that are going into my packing boxes because I haven't been able to get rid of them. And I almost feel like I packed these up in another video. They're ball bearings. I'm pretty sure I did. For the most part, I do donate basically everything that I show you guys. It's very rare that I pull something back out of a box before it actually hits the donation center. But every once in a while, that does happen. And I think that this might be one of those items that has been like in a donate box multiple times. And I pull them out and they're ball bearings. I don't know why. They're just a bunch of ball bearings. And I've actually tried to give these away before, and then I've tried to donate them, and I thought about recycling them. Like, I've had different ideas for these, and yet I cannot get rid of them, and it's blowing my mind as to why I can't just donate these. They're gonna go in my packing box, and in 4 months, if I don't go pull these out to do something with them, they are being donated. So I'm feeling really good about these actually making it into a box and potentially getting out of my life. I don't know if it's just the weight or what, despite the fact that I'm like, you have some kind of attachment with me. Something's happening where we're like very drawn to each other. Very satisfying? I don't know. Anyway. And then other stuff. One more thing that I think I tried to get rid of and then I couldn't, and I just... you know what? I can't get rid of it. See, this is why this needs to go in my packing party box. Because I was about to say I'm just going to donate it, but you know what? I can't. I can't get rid of it. This is exactly why this April challenge, or, you know, May. I'm pretending that it's not May right now. We're just pretending it's still April. This is why this challenge is so important, is because there may be things that you can't get rid of, but they don't bring you joy. And if that's the case and you're not sure why, it's okay to temporarily hold on to them. But if we don't access them in a few months, we're gonna get rid of them. Right? Right. Okay. This is getting packed away. There's just like other stuff I don't even know how to begin showing you guys. I've had a lot of people who ask me like, hey, can I see her home now, today? Like, how is it today? And I think you all might just assume that her home is like picture perfect, super clean. She cleaned up her living room once, it must just be clean, right? No, my 3-year-old makes sure that it is not always clean. It's, in fact, like messy 90% of the time. But we have less stuff and it's super easy to clean up, and so that's all good, right? It's great. For everybody else who just wanted to see what my house looks like today, it looks like this. major realization here. I realize now, after chipping away at this for a long time and getting a couple boxes together of stuff, it's not actually all of my stuff that's bothering me. It's my kids' stuff. Because I'm like, why do I still feel so suffocated with stuff? There's things around here that I know are just frustrating me. And I realize it's because my kid leaves stuff everywhere. She has too much stuff. A good learning experience, I think, for me and maybe for you guys watching me. We might not always know what our problem is. Sometimes we think we understand what's frustrating us, but turns out we don't really until we just dive in there and try to work through our minimalism frustrations, maximalism frustrations, stuff frustrations, I don't even know. So that's what I've come to the conclusion of. While there is still a bunch of my stuff that I don't really like, but I can't get rid of, I've pretty well plucked through my house. Most of the things I have here, though they may be a little disheveled, are necessary things in my life, but my child's things are not. She is actually of the age where I'm not going to go pack away her stuff anymore. I'm going to be working through that with her. Point being, we're going to have an upcoming video here in the next couple weeks that are about minimizing children's toys with your child. I'm going to be doing that with my daughter, and I think that will be a fun one to share with you guys because I clearly can see that while my house is messy, the problem isn't just in my stuff, the problem is in another person, but they have the right to choose. I can't make decisions for them, so that's what we're going to do in a few weeks. What I'm going to continue doing here is just writing on my boxes absolutely everything that's in them. That's probably the one thing that I really want to leave you guys with, and I think it's the most important step here. So don't forget to write down and itemize everything that's in your boxes, because once those are closed up, that's all we're going to have as our access point to those boxes until you on your own decide, oh hey, there's that vase that I stashed away that I actually need. Then you go and you get into your box, pull out that one thing you need, close your box back up, and keep it closed unless you decide you need something else from it. When our time period is up, for me it's going to be 4 months from today, I will be donating whatever I haven't pulled out of those boxes. It should be a pretty interesting day. I sort of hope that I just get rid of them all. Okay, so anyway, that's my learning experience. I feel a little apologetic for this video. I feel like anybody who's watching these for the first time, sorry this was very anticlimactic, but this is just what happens sometimes. This was definitely a low point in my minimizing journey, but I feel like I just need to push through this, get this video out, be done with this silly non-existent packing party that clearly I'm like not capable of doing packing parties, and move on with my life. The next video I'm gonna do, I think, is gonna be going back in my garage. We'll see. Hopefully your packing party goes a little bit smoother than my packing party, and in 4 months, good luck getting rid of whatever you didn't choose to keep. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you guys next time.